Here's a really important issue. Dresden W. Bowen. Wow, yeah. Oh, look what I just said there. Dresden W. Bowen. Oh, that's a freaking great name for. Anyway, Christopher Michael Curtis Bowen. George W. Dresden. Whatever. Of course, the pseudonym has just been blown out of the water. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about. I don't have a doubt. I really don't. Because it's really, 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 really clear what I'm going to do. I'm scooting so much aside. I'm sweeping you out of the way, and it's all that stuff, that jazz. It's going, and I know it's being gone. It's very clear because it's very clear cut. It's not, it's not like, oh, okay, maybe, or I'll think about it, or it's very, very, very detailed. You can't break the law. You have to follow the law. The law needs to be followed. The law is the law is law. The law is law. The law is Lord of the land. The land is okay. Now we need to really reiterate, of course. 1, don't get in the way. 2, don't be tyrannical. 3, don't be incompetent. No, don't be incompetent. 4th, don't be a liar. That's probably just as important as all of the previous 3. As in, like, a lot of robotics, you robotical tyrants should not be, okay, you're putting on the spotlight. Obama, because of the regimes of previousness. And this is, once again, I'm going to accelerate because, of course, wonderful that, Mother Nature already provides for all the wonderful things that we need too. Why having the type of control that it's been going on for the EPA, which I already reiterated 3, why have the type of deceleration, not necessarily deceleration, but lack of acceleration and lack of importance of the point of what it means to have those things not necessarily even now, but tomorrow and to the next days. So we have a deceleration and a not acceleration and a not pinpoint. At the same time, we have the most powerful spotlight in the light of these types of natural solutions which exist not only with our spiritually enlightened brethren that exist in Agartha, in a sense, in Telosian mentality, in Telosian, in Telos, and mentals, in Mount Shasta, by those great individuals such as Dr. Sala, and by Roger Stone, and by by Alex Jones, who plays a key part, and of course the actual medicine that transcends that wonderfulness, that which is the lame ass pharmaceuticals. Okay, so the actual wonderful condensation of the type of products that result from the Agarthan technology, which is hundreds of thousands of years in advance, is a very great segue. And I use that to actually explain the very things that allow us to not only have our political, economic, educational, military ascendance, but the sense of that is political, not political, positive, paradisical, stable, and sustainable transformation that is endless because of the peacefulness that is provided, which is constantly co-creating at the same time. Understand that very key important point. Yes, it is clear that the deciding point is that which I am, which is very simple at the very same time complex. What that means is, alright, we understand the level, breaking it down incredibly big but incredibly small. We understand the level, we understand the transcendence rate, and we understand the distance. We understand the location, the destination in a sense, which is not a destination, it's a journey. So, you got a J journey, which is in a sense time times the amount of seconds in time. And so, you've got a double whammy of time versus the perception of time. So, it's actually really just the time versus the perception of time. not as separate, but as together, involved in the, and not necessarily the pushing, but the, not only the evolving, but actually, yes, the pushing of that bowstring being pulled back, and at the same time, the coherence of the level of the arrow, that the rate is being exponentiated. What that means is, we're leading more freedom because the liberty that's what supports it. It's the best system. It's the best system ever. The best system ever. And it is it's amazing because it's, not gonna lie, it's universally flawless, because that is the fact of the matter. It is universally flawless, and that cohesion is water, it's glue, and it's love. So that is a very good explanation, very short. Transcendence is very, at the same time, I think it's important that I check something out. Oh, jazz, that's pretty awesome. Wait, what's been? Oh. It is the very peace that we proclaim, that I proclaim, that is to continue. And it's also very important that is to continue. And what I also want to reiterate. Minds. This is absolutely going with gut here. The universal mind is it's key to us being able to be involved in the process, which we are, in a sense, already have been a part of, which is, I know it's beating the drum, but it's, come on, it's being alive. So physical, emotional, mental, visual, proprioception. Those can be combined, for example, in a sport which is life, which is a sport of life, which is not a game, but in its fact a enhancement. It's a fight, it's a force, it's a desire, not necessarily to keep things and maintain the same things that they were, but to maintain not necessarily the accelerated rate of change, but to maintain the balance of that which is acceleration and maintain the acceleration of that which is history, which allowed us to progress, not regress, or be stagnant. Very complex, but stagnation, acceleration, progression. Okay, analogy, foot's on the pedal. We're flooring it. We're very safe. It's very productive. It's very efficient. And it's very, very effective. It is affirmative and it is undeniable. I'm totally convicted when I state that. So, very good points we're going into. Very clear that I need to make that point, and very great that we need to reiterate. This reiteration is important, it's key, it's awesome, and I expect to go through and to see the great change, and I am the great change that I expect to see, and to see that I am is that I am, that am is that which I am, to love the piece of that which is, to become that which is that I am, that is all that is, part of all that is to become, of what is to be, with that which is to become that which is to become that which is. Because that which I am is that which I am to become.